Hey friends, welcome to today's video. I'm going to be telling you about the 5 things that I like and don't like about van life. Is full-time van life living for me? I guess we're going to have to watch to find out. Number 5 on the reasons why I do like van life is that you learn a lot about yourself, probably more than you expect to. You also learn to be resourceful. And by resourceful, I mean, conserving things, how to properly pack, because I definitely overpacked my suitcase. I did not need half the mini dresses that I brought with me. Who was I kidding? So you just kind of learn how to plan your life a little bit differently outside of your normal ways. My 4th reason of really liking van life is you have to prioritize healthy eating. You don't have an oven, you don't have a microwave, you don't have a full-size fridge. You really have to meal plan your meals. On the road, we've been eating a lot of toasts. Avocado toast, apple toast with different nut butters and different seeds for breakfast, so that's been really good. And when it comes to dinners, we do a lot of bowls, like pastas with veggies. We did a lo mein, so you really start to think about what you're going to be eating, and you have to plan. And then you have to strategically food shop differently as well, so definitely love that aspect. I've been eating super healthy here. So coming in at number 3, the 3rd reason that I really enjoy van life is the sense of freedom that you don't get on a normal vacation or your normal lifestyle. You're not confined to just one place or a real schedule unless you actually have a plan to, let's say, edit day or shoot day, or you actually want to go do an activity, go to the beach, go on a hike. You really are free to do what you want in that moment. You can be in the city one day, you could be sleeping on the beach the next, and then you're tired, go up to the woods. So you really have the capability to plan your dream life and just do what you want. I like that kind of freedom. It does feel good. It's a little scary at first because the whole world is your oyster. So you feel a little nervous as, what do I do? But it's rather refreshing, actually. Coming in at reason number 2 as to why I like van life, a minimalist lifestyle, something that I really know nothing about. I am so guilty of hoarding just a bunch of crap that I don't need in my apartment. You go to Home Goods, you go to Target, you go to the dollar store, and you just buy a bunch of junk that you're like, yeah, I'm going to use this. Yeah, I'm going to need this. Yeah, I'm going to decorate with this. I do none of it. I do some of it, but not all of it. But when living in a van, you really have to prioritize things and products that really serve a purpose and that are going to actually help your everyday life. You can't just pack a bunch of junk because you don't have room. So it's definitely made me realize that when I go back home, I'm going to be purging and that I don't need half that junk, and to really just keep what serves you a purpose and what you need. And now my number 1 top reason for liking van life, being close to nature. As someone who lives in New York City, I don't get certain types of wilderness, obviously, besides Central Park, which, I don't consider the wilderness. But, being able to wake up on a beach, on a causeway by the water, and hearing the ocean waves in the morning is just so calming in a way I didn't realize I needed. And starting your day like that and just being surrounded by beautiful trees or sand, depending where you are, definitely makes the hard work of living full-time in a van absolutely worth it. Definitely the biggest perk. Now, on to the 5 things that I don't like about van life. Number 5, I don't know what to necessarily title it, but it's kind of like Wi-Fi, cell service, and the capability to keep all your electronics charged. I definitely take good Wi-Fi for granted and good cell service for granted, because there are moments when you're even in the city, like when you're at the beach or when you're in the woods in a national forest, you don't got good service. So you got to be prepared to just have your GPS in your head or your GPS pre-downloaded on Google Maps and just be ready to not be able to text or call anyone. Also, I didn't know, or I didn't realize that charging my laptop and my phone takes up a lot of the car battery, and you do not want that battery dying. Something happens to your van, that's your home, like we gotta wait for a new battery or go get a new battery. It's just more of a hassle. So you definitely got to be more self-conscious about charging your belongings. My fourth reason of disliking van life, I somewhat mentioned in my first video, is the water supply. Being conservative with water is definitely something harder for me than I really thought it was going to be. And I'm sure you get used to it, but at home, when I'm at home, I wash my face twice a day, and I have a very vigorous skincare routine. And I gotta tell you, without washing my face twice a day, my skin is feeling it. Even besides washing your face, brushing your teeth, having water to boil for your coffee, because we use a French press, so you gotta boil water. Rinsing off my fruit that I want to eat or my vegetables. You just don't realize how much water you go through. And I think that's definitely a luxury where I can just at home run my water for a minute and not even have to worry about running out for the next day. Coming in at number 3, my third reason as to why I don't like van life is if you're not prepared with somewhere to sleep, it is stressful. It is stressful. And the next thing you know, it's 8 p.m., it's dark out, and you're just driving around trying to look for somewhere to sleep. I feel like that might only happen in cities mostly because free parking is definitely not as common as you think it would be, especially in certain parking lots. You're like, oh, huge parking lot, 24-hour stores. It's like, no, you still can't park overnight. It definitely can get stressful. Or just a little nerve-wracking, especially if you're not used to having to do that every day to find somewhere to sleep. It's a little, where am I gonna go? So not my favorite aspects, at least from a city standpoint. And my second reason, my number 2 reason for not liking van life is lack of showers. So if you are going to try this lifestyle full time, you definitely have to get comfortable with being a little dirtier than you're normally used to. If you're someone who showers twice a day or once a day, this might not be for you because there could be like 4 to 5 days in between without you showering, like properly showering. We have done beach showers. We did do a Planet Fitness shower, which was amazing to have hot water. I wash my hair once or twice a week, so it's not even my hair that bothered me. I'm used to that being dirty. I'm used to dry shampoo being my best friend. It's more the fact of just, especially in Florida, waking up sweaty or just having leftover sand on your body. It's like you just want to give it a good rinse, and sometimes you can't. If you don't have a shower, you can't do it. So you just gotta be like, little smelly for the day. So you definitely have to break outside your comfort zone in terms of that. And I just don't know if I'm ready to do that all the time. All right. So it's time for my number 1 reason why I don't like van life. And some people might agree with me and some people might not. But it is the pooping situation. So a little TMI, but I have IBS, and there are some days when it's just worse than others, and I don't have a few minutes to set up the toilet or to find a restaurant that will allow me to use their bathroom. It's like my body is like, we gotta go now or it's game over, and I do get a lot of pain, and, luckily so far on the trip, I really haven't had a lot of pain or too bad of issues, so it hasn't been a make or break it, but I just know in the long run for full-time living, it would be an issue for me. And it's something that I do want comfort, where I can kind of like be in pain and peace and in my own bathroom, because it's definitely something that I know that I'm not just doing for 2 weeks, I would need in the long term. All right, so there's my 5 reasons of why I like and why I don't like van life. So is full-time van living for me? No. I'm sorry, Jen and Charlie, but it's not full-time for me. I love it as a vacation, and I love it as an experience. And I would definitely do this again for I would say I would go in the Northwest for a good month and do this, travel around the different national parks. But can I see me full-time? No. Where I'm at in life right now, my priorities are just a little different. My comfort level is a little different. So, and I believe my boyfriend's on the same page as me. I don't think he would be able to handle this full time. I definitely do not. So what's next for me now that I'm not living van life full time? I'll be heading back to New York City, where I gotta film a few fun videos for you guys. And then I believe I have some trips in the works for March and April. My boyfriend recently got his first vaccine shot. Hopefully I will be getting vaccinated as well, so that we can both travel safely, which is going to be our main goal. So make sure that you like and subscribe to see my upcoming adventures and what I have planned for New York City, and also where I'll be heading to next. I'll give you a hint. It's definitely a trendy vacation spot at the moment. It's possibly somewhere in the south, maybe even south of the border. So stay tuned. Bye.